And Vidya is here.
Hello Madhu.
Hello.
Hello Ishita. Hello guys. Momita. I love you so much.
She was telling, I like Vidyanti's flashcards, but she's sometimes fast, Appa.
So today's class, usually how my class goes is like it's a 5-day program. Day 1 will be more about the importance, why we have to do it. Only when you guys know the importance of why we do this, you guys will be able to do it for a longer period of time. The right brain is not something you start today and okay, after 3 months you stop it, after 2 years you stop it. It's not something like that. It's an ongoing process. As long as you parents can do it, you can definitely go ahead and do it till 9 years, 10 years of age. Okay, so you have to travel a long way. So when you have to travel a long way to it, so you need to basically know the importance of why we do it, what is the benefits of it, and all of that stuff. So day 1 will be a short session of 1.5 hours of session, in which I'll be talking more about the importance with some experiences that I have been doing right brain with my daughter since 2.5 years. And what are the changes that I see in my daughter, how it impacted us, how we are growing with right brain is what I will talk in day 1. Day 2 will be like the actual stimulation with reading cards, how we go ahead and stimulate with the reading cards. So there is a process, there is a step. So day 2 is like the complete step. Okay, day 3 will be more about encyclopedia. What is encyclopedia? What is picture cards? Why is it needed? How do we do it? What is the process? How to make the cards and all of the stuff on day 3. Day 4 will be about complete of mathematics, kind of overwhelming subject. At the end of day 4, parents will be like, Vidya, is it over? Is it over? Because mathematics is so huge. Day 5 will be about memory training. Why memory is important. So many of us will be like, I studied everything machan for the exam, but next day when it comes to exam, I forgot. So a lot of this forgot issues will come up, right? When they eventually grow up, when they get into the traditional way of learning. So day 5 will be like how we can go ahead and train the right side of the memory. So this is how about my program goes. Why such an early age? At 4 months of age, 5 months of age, why are you going and flashing this kind of cards to your kid? This is the first and foremost question that everybody will have, right? The very simple, straightforward answer is there is a book called Whole Brain Child, which is written by an author called Daniel J. Siegel. What he said in that book is like about, the more and more pleasantable experience that you give your kid. When the brain is formed, the baby is out, the brain will be like this. That's the same for everyone, yes. But then there is a lot of difference with the kid being brought up in a good environment, and there is a lot of difference with the kid being brought up not in a good environment, right? Yeah. The reason is because they've been exposed to things that's not good. So their brain, the way they are brought up, when they have grown up, when they grow big, when they grow, they start going to school, everything, their brain has only that kind of an experience what their parents has given in the initial days. Very beautiful experience that you give in the early years that plays a major role in shaping the structure of the brain. For example, today you sit with your kid, and this right brain is more about doing things in a very fun, positive way. When you sit for the session, I will tell you guys, you need to start your session with the positive affirmations. You need to tell your kid, wow, you're the best kid, you're very intelligent, you do a lot of stuff like this. The moment the session is over, you go hug the kid, you go kiss the kid. You don't expect anything from the kid. The 2 years old Shrenika, you are showing this card for 10 days. 11th day, do you go ahead and expect her to answer all these things? No. If she's not answering, will you get annoyed? No. So for her, it is something like, okay, my mom shows, okay, yes. My mom is showing something, my mom, dad shows something, and it is fun. They don't tell me, they don't scold me, they don't ask me. So they are like an enjoyable. So that is the experience that you are giving. Also, when this kind of an exposure is being given to the right brain, each and every part of the brain has its own rules, own work to do. Left side is more logical. When will a kid start speaking? By the age of 2+. The talking, language, logical, all these things is taken care by the left side. Okay, they both work independently. This takes care of this job, this takes care of its job. The right side of the brain has its own function. What is its function? It needs card in a speed flash. A very simple reason why my daughter wants speed flash and why Ishita wants slow flash is because till the right brain is more dominant in the initial years. From 6, 7, the right brain slowly comes down and the logical side of the brain starts coming inside. First 7 years, it is in very much peak. Okay, and in this 7 years, the first 3 years is even more in a peak stage. The reason is because every second in the first 3 years, there is like 2000 new neurons gets connected, new neurons are formed. So each and every time I go ahead and flash it fast, there happens a connection between one neuron and another neuron. And then the same topic is being repeated over a period of time, the connected neurons gets strengthened. And then whatever you try to do it, you cannot break it. Okay, so when the brain works with the formula of use it or lose it, why don't we use it? Is what the question are. Okay, why do we have to, convince ourselves by asking a stupid question like, my mother didn't do it, why will I do it? People just convince themselves with this most stupid question out of all. My mother didn't do it, my father didn't do it, my mother didn't do it, But that's okay, your mother didn't do it doesn't mean you should not do it. Your mother didn't do something called baby-led weaning, but wherein you are doing something called baby-led weaning. Your mother, you always co-sleep with your mom till the age of so and so, but why do you have to put your kid, sleeping induced sleep training? Why do you do all other stuffs? When it comes to this, they say like, no, this is something. There is a lot of people, when we go ahead and stimulate this right side, by the age they come to 5, both right and left works together. The memory power, which will be just beyond words, and then the way they go ahead and grasp. It's like a sponge. Their brain will be like a sponge in the initial years. You pour water, the sponge keeps observing. Yes, pour more, pour more, pour more. In the initial days, your parents taught you ABC. And then after that, you studied so many things in your school. Right now, if I ask you which one do you remember? Obviously ABCD. You don't even practice that every day, but that's stored in your long-term muscle. So this subconscious brain, okay, is what will be there in the initial few years. So what you can do as part of right brain for the subconscious side is like, there is something called sleep talk. You can put the kid to sleep, and then the moment you put the kid to sleep, wait for 10-15 minutes. Okay, and then talk to your kid. Whatever you wanted to talk, you can just go talk to him.
For us also, like if you want to stimulate your mind when we sleep, read something which you read some books or listen to something that you love. The next day morning you wake up, your subconscious mind spits out something that you never realized that exists. It will just make new connections for adults. I've been experimenting this for almost like 3 years. It's been working wonders. I'm trying to enhance it a bit more.
Okay.
But sleep talk, this is nice.
The Power of Subconscious Mind. That's the book name.
The Power of Subconscious.
That is something that I'm trying to enhance it more.
Okay.
But this already exists. Like for example, I follow a professor, so he says that read Gita, right? This is something if you love, right? Just read one sentence a night and sleep. Next day morning, your mind will spit out something. Don't be afraid that you're not getting results, but eventually it will. Yeah, because our mind has a power. We hardly use 1% of the mind's capacity. So interesting that the kids at certain age can start doing it. So.
No, you will see an extraordinary result.
There's a topic on this. There's a book called Outliers. Okay, he took out the whole notion of a genius being born in the world. So you take Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, the biggest hockey players, right? None of these guys are born genius. The reason is. Have you heard of the word 10,000 hour practice? No. Why is Tiger Woods considered the best golfer in the world? Oh. Why is Bill Gates considered who he is? There's a concept called 10,000 hours and they got to practice it at a very early age. So they had a head start and all that. It is a notion that people who are able to practice and able to get hands-on creativity and put in many hours in a very early age led to being them a genius. Cellos is one of the biggest and toughest musics to play is what they say. But how do people practice? How do they do, right? He simply says that we all, for an amateur, we practice something so that, like if you're trying to learn a song, right? You practice something till you don't make a mistake, and the moment you play a song, right? You're done. Hey, I made something, right? Whereas for these guys, they play so that they never make a mistake ever in life. So they keep repeating the same perfect rendition till it's kind of so strongly formed that they'll never make a mistake. I'm trying to stimulate my right brain. I don't know my right brain is working.
Your experience, the books that you read.
I tell him start a YouTube channel with experience.
Don't go there.
The books he reads.
But it's wonderful, right? Because I have all these disparate pieces of information lying around in my head. The beauty only comes when you start connecting those, right? I read about this, like the book I told you, Talent Code, is a must read for someone who goes to Columbia University. Okay. That was one of my aspirations when I wanted to go. I wanted to go to that university and I couldn't. But I've been following along what their courses are. The first thing they tell is, it's this book, you come read and only come. It's like just 150-page book. And this is what it talks about, right? He doesn't give you all general gyan and stuff. There is some basic information, and he tells you the basic thing is, okay, your neurons fire whenever you learn something, and it forms a connection. But for us at this age, you need to make it more stronger by repeating stuff and challenging stuff. So, and now that stuck there. But the moment you said this, right, for kids, they form these connections so strongly at such a rapid rate. But it decays. It's an exponential decay for them. Up to 5 years, it like explodes, then it starts to decay. So for us to maintain that level beyond 5 years, there's more work to do. And for us, unfortunately, we are in that decay stage. We'll have to see how to make it not go touch the horizontal axis.
He will be more
Because
than me.
I missed something when I grew up, right? It's not that my mom and dad taught me. They did, but they did what they could at that stage.
That point of time, yeah.
For us, we don't need to make them all right. If from here we have come here, right? We want our kids to jump off from here to go to the next level. If you want to master anything, right? The goal is for you to hit 10,000 hours. You want to learn music, you want to be a better golfer, cricketer, or a guitarist, whatever it is. If you put a mark that I have to finish 10,000 hours of practice for that, by the end you'll be like so strong, your mind connections will be so strong that. But again, right, it's a dedicated effort. You think about, so you'll say, okay, what about distractions? But if you're committing to 10,000 hours, all your other distractions will have to take second priority. So
Wait, let's see.
Hi. Oh, yes.
2 hours అయిపోయింది. ఎంత ఫాస్ట్గా గడిచిపోయినాయో 2 hours. అండ్ శ్రీనిక woke up from her nap and she was surprised to see మౌమిత అనమాట. సో ఎనీవేస్ అసలు ఇట్ వాస్ వెరీ 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 హార్డ్ టు కవర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇన్ దిస్ వీడియో అండి. ఇంకొంచెం హైలైట్స్ కూడా షేర్ చేశాను, అది కూడా చూసే ముందు లెట్స్ జస్ట్ టేక్ అ టీ బ్రేక్ అండ్ మోర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆన్ హర్ ఎంటైర్ క్లాస్ అది కూడా మీరు ఈ వీడియోలో చూస్తారు. సో కంటిన్యూ వాచింగ్. బట్ బిఫోర్ దాట్ మీరు కూడా కొంచెం టీ తెచ్చుకుని ఏదైనా స్నాక్స్ తెచ్చుకుని రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద వీడియో అయితే చూడండి. అండ్ ఇక్కడ నేను చూపిస్తున్న సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫుడ్ ఐటమ్స్ ఇవన్నీ నేను ఇండియా నుంచి తెప్పించుకున్నానండి. యూజువల్గా ఎవరో ఒకరు రావటం అలవాటు అయిపోయింది మేము యూఎస్లో ఉన్న రోజులు. బట్ కోవిడ్ అవటం చేత ఎవరు రాలేదు. అండ్ సమ్మర్ సీజన్ వచ్చేసింది అంటే పచ్చళ్ళు ఆవకాయలు ఎప్పుడూ వచ్చేవి ఏమీ రాలేదన్నమాట. సో నేను కొంచెం రీసెర్చ్ చేసిన తర్వాత నేను ఇది చాలామంది ఫుడ్ బ్లాగర్స్ ప్లస్ మన టాలీవుడ్లోనే లైక్ చాలామంది సెలబ్రిటీస్ కూడా ఇది షేర్ చేయటం నేను చూశాను. లైక్ మీరు చూసారో లేదో తెలియదు కానీ FIA హోమ్ ఫుడ్స్ అని చాలా ఫేమస్ అనమాట. ఇది స్టార్ట్ చేసింది మధుకర్. సో హీ యాక్చువల్గా ప్లేడ్ ఇన్ చాలా క్రికెట్ టోర్నమెంట్స్లో ఆడారు. అండ్ దెన్ ఆయన తర్వాత ఇలాగ ఫుడ్ బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారనమాట. అండ్ సో గుడ్. లైక్ నేను ఇదివరకు ప్యాకేజ్లో పుల్లారెడ్డి చూపించాను, అవన్నీ అసలు మాకు అంత ఫ్రెష్గా అనిపించలేదు, నచ్చలేదు అనమాట. ఫర్ సమ్ రీజన్ ఇదేంటంటే ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడే చేస్తారనమాట. ఎంత ఫ్రెష్గా ఉన్నాయంటే కొన్ని జంతుకులు, కారపూస, ఏయో కొన్ని స్నాక్స్ ఆర్డర్ చేసాము. యాక్చువల్గా మెయిన్ థింగ్ నేను ఆర్డర్ చేయాలనుకుంది పచ్చళ్ళు అనమాట. పచ్చళ్ళతో పాటు ఇది కూడా ఆర్డర్ చేద్దాంలే కొన్ని స్నాక్స్ అని అయితే చెప్పాము. అండ్ సో అదే ఇక్కడ బేసిక్గా సర్వ్ చేస్తున్నాను విద్యాలకి. సో మీరు నాలాగా యూఎస్లో ఉండి మీకు ఇంటి నుంచి పచ్చళ్ళు రావటం ఆర్ ఏదైనా పొడిలు రావటం అలా ఇబ్బంది పడుతూ ఉంటే దే ఆర్ లైక్ రియలీ గుడ్. నేను యాక్చువల్గా తర్వాత ఇంకొక వీడియో చేసి మిగతా అని చూపిద్దాం అనుకున్నాను, కానీ జస్ట్ ఈ వీడియోలో తినటం స్టార్ట్ చేసాం బ్రేక్ కోసం. ప్యాకేజింగ్ అది ఎంత బాగుందంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ 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 ఈజీ టు ఆర్డర్ ఆన్లైన్. మీకు డీటెయిల్స్ అంతా కింద ఇస్తాను. అంటే నేను ఏమేమి తెచ్చుకున్నాను అదంతా తర్వాత మళ్ళీ అయితే చూపిస్తాను. బట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఆల్ ద పికల్స్ అండ్ యమ్మీ పొడులు అన్నీ అయితే ఉన్నాయి. విద్య కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చూపించింది, అంటే ప్రాక్టికల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ కొన్ని చెప్పింది రైట్ బ్రెయిన్ గురించి. అండ్ దెన్ కార్డ్స్ మనం ఇంట్లోనే ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకోవాలో చెప్పింది. బయట కొనుక్కోవాలంటే ఎలా కొనుక్కోవాలి, ఎక్కడ కొనుక్కోవాలి, ఎలా ఉండాలి. అండ్ దెన్ వీడియో ఎండింగ్లో శ్రీనికాకి ఫస్ట్ టైం ఫ్లాష్ చేశాను కార్డ్స్, అవి కూడా చూస్తారు. బట్ దానికంటే ముందు ఫ్యూ మోర్ పాయింట్స్.
In short, if I go ahead and tell you, right brain learns about patterns. They learn something, they look at something with the 5 senses. So, your job is becoming very, very easy. So people, first 7 years, Aristotle said, first 7 years with your child plays a major role. Okay, you don't have to put the same kind of effort that you put in the 7 years post 7 years. He said, right, give me a child for 7 years, I'll give you a man. But still, not a proper concrete result people couldn't find it because it's still a mystery. The right side of the brain is still a mystery, which is unknown to people, unknown to the world. But then it has lot of potential. Yes, I can do it. That's why in the initial few years when the right brain is there, try to use the best of it. Otherwise, very simple. Just go ahead and use it. The next one is about big picture. Left side of the brain looks for details, wherein the right side of the brain look at just the big picture. They want a big picture. Now, one more example with the same thing. Ishita wants to slowly because she wants to look at the details of it.
Yeah.
What is there in this? Auntie, give me some time. I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I want to see. Wait, Auntie, wait. I show something. She's like, Auntie, wait, because she wants to know that there's nothing wrong in it. But her brain is like it asks for details. I want to know the detail behind why it is like this. I want to know the detail behind why this bull is like this. Wherein this right side of the brain, again, it doesn't look at any details. It looks at an image. Yes, this is an image. It looks at a big picture. Image. Yes, this is an image. That's why whatever we do in the initial days will be in a bigger font, in which will be in a bigger scale A4 sheet, or big picture image is what they like. Okay, so your brain has a different states: alpha state, beta state, delta state, like the different states. Have you seen the sannyasis sitting and praying and then jumping without their knowledge? They are in the delta states. That's the last stage, I believe. Okay, delta state of mind is the last state. So like this, each and every state of mind. So when in that alpha state, it brings lot of relaxation, calmness within the kid. Okay, so right side wants that relaxation. Right side is in the alpha state. So it wants that relaxation. So what you can do as part of that, just try to make them calm, relaxed, composed, make the environment, in a peaceful calmness, that all those things matter.
So she does meditation and yoga every day for her kids.
Okay. Younger kids like 1 year, 6 months, 7 months, what you can do, just play music. Very simple, just play music. There's an app called
music and just listen, sit down, just listen, that's it.
That's it, you don't do anything, just sit, relax,
just
sit.
just listen, that's it.
That's it, you don't do anything else. And then try to put your kid in a room where there are less number of toys, very less number of toys, no much distraction for them, and then you don't talk to them in between. Just give them their own time, and then you tell them, boss, don't talk to me, Amma is in meeting, don't talk to me. And then put some songs at the back. Amma has put some songs, listen and stay in this room. If you want, go somewhere, but don't talk to me. Okay, so that's what the right brain wants, relaxation, alpha state of mind. So what you can do for this, very simple. There is a couple of apps called Moshi, Smiling Minds. In case if you want, you can subscribe, it's a paid apps. In case if you want, you can pay, get that app and then, put some alpha music in that. If not, very simple, our YouTube has.
Yeah.
Our YouTube has the world. So put alpha music for brain development and then just leave it. And all the music in that playlist that comes is for like 6 hours, 7 hours. Make the kids sleep, talk to the kids, sleep talk 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, sleep talk after 10 minutes, and then play this alpha music and come outside. It gets them into a peaceful relaxation state of mind, which is what right brain wants. Every time when we not only flashcards, all these things helps their pathways, neural pathways to get connected. As I said, the synapses formation. When neurons and neurons gets connected, that's called synapses. Okay, so for all these neural pathways, it wants relaxation, cool down, calm. So right brain stimulation doesn't happen only with the flashcards.
Okay,
there's a lot of other ways to go ahead and do it. There's one more thing called eye exercise. Now observe a kid eating in left hand. But in the initial days, 2 years, 2.5, they'll start eating in left hand. Few kids write in left hand. We'll be like, oh, don't do that, don't do it in left hand. It's very simple. The reason is because the right side of the brain is more and more dominant in that stage. That's why a kid will write. Till 4.5 years of age, you cannot come to a conclusion whether the kid is a right-handed kid or the kid is a left-handed kid. No problem in that. People say, being a left-handed, they will die, the lifespan is less and all this stuff. It's all total bullshit. It's all total bullshit. We talk about this alpha music and everything. The right brain also loves music so much. If you have seen, if anybody is a musician or somebody, musician, you just go ask them, which is the most difficult thing for you to learn in music? The first thing that they will say is pitch. Exposing a kid to music from a very early age, by the age of 5, the perfect pitch, even though if it is not developed quickly, when they start traditional music at 5 years, the perfect pitch is something which they will get it in days. So not only this flashcards, you guys can get a lot of open-ended toys. Open-ended toys means this is a toy doesn't have a pattern to play. Okay, this is a toy which doesn't have a pattern. It can be played in any ways possible. That's an open-ended toy. So this kind of toys helps in creativity, imagination, which is part of right brain. So when it was
Like a magnet.
yes, because the magnetic tiles, Play-Doh,
Yes.
kitchen, lot of things like this. Anything that doesn't have a proper rules to play.
Wow, it's already 20 minutes and I wish I could continue, but I need to stop here. Now, Vidya is going to give a quick demonstration on how to flashcards for right brain.
So reach, dream, board, shine, enjoy, church, elevate, refrigerator, hug, tomorrow, butterfly, mosquito, aeroplane, motorcycle, pretty, size, jellyfish, astronaut, simple, cauliflower, gather, confident, ladybug, butter, better, hibiscus, video, sailboat, present, sunflower, business, xylophone, show, muskmelon, badminton.
Oh, that's
you can
all.
just go fast like this.
Pajamas. What?
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 Can you try again?
Water?
The guy was phased out and is able to retrieve from his memory that okay, I did this 2 yesterday, 2 today, right? So then after 2 months he is supposed to perform the same operation. He'll be in a better position than the guy who did all the 15 operations in one day. Because you might learn it, but you might forget it eventually. That's where you decay, thought process, all that happens.
So there is something called as Eddinghaus forgetting curve. The reason why we do the spaced repetition, one more reason is because today you learn something. Within 1 week, if you don't revise it, you will forget this much. And then within 1 month, if you don't revise it, you will forget
I'm a
this
living
much.
testament to that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like that, after 6 months, if you don't revise, this forget. So how much you can go ahead and do this kind of spaced repetition and revise the word again and again within that is very important. So
Most of the books which I shared in this video, I will be leaving links in the description box. These are one of the best selling books, so you can go and check out if you're interested. Now Vidya is going to show us how to read.
yay!
Srinika.
Around, gather, reach, hug, delicious, ladybug, better, present, church, shine, business, video, pretty, charming size. Good job, Rika. Great job. High five.
I really tried to do like Vidya, but I was not successful. I felt like first I need to practice before I start for Srinika, but very soon I will be sharing all my journey. One of the last time నేను విద్యా వీడియో షేర్ చేసినప్పుడు వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మెయిన్ క్వశ్చన్ నాకు ఏమొచ్చిందంటే అసలు ఎలా రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోవాలి, హౌ టు డూ, ఆర్ విద్యా వాజ్ నాట్ ఆన్సరింగ్ యువర్ మెసేజెస్ అలా కొంతమంది అడిగారు. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద కేస్ అండి. వెన్ ఐ మేడ్ దట్ వీడియో, విద్యా జస్ట్ వెంట్ టు ఇండియా, రైట్? So she just went to India and తనకు ఒకేసారి how many mails did you get? Like
I got close to 11-12,000 mail. My husband is still clearing it.
oh my god, she got almost 11,000 to 12,000 emails. Can you imagine అది ఎంత రష్? అందుకనే తను ఆన్సర్ చేయలేకపోయింది. ఇప్పటికీ కూడా షీఈస్ ట్రయింగ్ టు ఆన్సర్. సో నేను చేసిన వీడియోకి అంత మంచి రెస్పాన్స్ వచ్చినందుకు ఫర్ అప్రిషియేటింగ్ విద్యాస్ వర్క్, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్ సో మచ్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు రైట్ బ్రెయిన్ క్లాసెస్కి గనక రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వాలంటే ఎలా అవ్వాలి, అసలు ఆ ప్రాసెస్ ఏంటి అనేది విద్యా ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దట్. సో లెట్స్ హియర్ ఫ్రమ్ హర్. ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ విద్యా.
Hi guys, hello. So thank you so much each and everyone for showing your interest towards my page and helping me, grow a little. But thank you so much. So I just will tell you how to register for the class actually. So in Wednesday, I posted detailed information about what are the classes that's going to happen the next week. So I do labor classes, I do phonics, I do this right brain, I do breastfeeding classes, and there's one more. I'm not revealing it now. There's one more interesting coming up and I've been working for it so far. So there's 5 courses which I have under Mom's Nest. So out of this 5, what are the courses that's going to come next week? That information will be posted on Wednesday. Okay. And the link to register for that will be posted on Friday evening 6 p.m. IST. Every week evening, Friday evening 6 p.m. IST, there will be a detailed information about what the classes next and the link to it, the payment gateway to it, all other things will be there in that. Just you have to swipe it and pay through that.
So did you hear that? Now before that, it's very important that you follow Vidya and follow me main thing on Instagram to check out like more such videos, because very soon what videos are we going to do, Vidya?
There's lot, Madhu. Will not reveal it now.
At least give some, man. Vidya doesn't want to reveal anything, and I'm a person who loves to reveal and share everything. You see, we both are different in that way, but it's okay. You can tell. What videos should we expect in my channel?
So we can expect a lot of. Right now, that's going to come up is right brain, Madhu.
Yeah.
Small introduction about what right brain is,
Yeah.
and then a lot of sustainable toys, DIY toys, how to make a DIY toy, and a perfect 3 to 4 Montessori syllabus mein what DIY toy you can make it.
We are going to make a video very soon on childbirth education. That was something which I wanted to make at that because na pregnancy videos inka unnai kada, so అందులో ఇది include చేద్దాం అని చెప్పేసి I was waiting for Vidya to come back, so that video also you're going to be seeing. So ఆలస్యం చేయకుండా go and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting and lots of content videos. We thank you so much for watching till now, and thank you Vidya for
Thank you, guys.
coming
Thank you.
and taking this class. Actually the class avaledu, tomorrow she's coming again for us to complete the right brain education. Okay, until then, tata, bye bye, see you. No, don't forget to leave a comment and like the video if you enjoyed watching this.
And follow my page on Instagram too.